Next guest was a yes for Johnson, but also has a warning for the House Speaker. Texas Republican Congressman Chip Roy joins me now. Congressman, first, I'm going to ask you for your reaction about this New York judge.
Oh, no, Chip got a little dip on his chip now. Don't get real. Shout out to them beautiful pages around the world, my brothers and sisters. One love to the human race, baby. And we got to make America great again. We got to drain that swamp. It's been an absolute disgrace. People need to be held accountable. They need to be walked out with their hands behind their back. Yeah, people need to be removed, investigated, disbarred. I mean, you name it. Yeah. Let's get into it, y'all. I'm sorry.
First, I want to ask you for your reaction about this New York judge, Juan Merchant, saying that Trump's set a sentencing hearing now for January 10th before inauguration.
Before the inauguration, 10 days. They ought to go get him and his daughter. Go get him and his daughter. Put both of their hands behind their back and walk them out live on air. We would love that B-roll footage. Them patriots would love it. Go get both him and his daughter. And that other one, that DA, that big one. What's his name? Big Bragg. Big Alvin. Go get Sloppy Alvin too. It's a whole list of them that need to be held accountable.
But maybe signaling no jail time. What do you think about this that just came down?
Yeah, I mean, that's a power play by the New York, justice system that I think is a slap in the face of the President of the United States. I think we're going to have some serious conversations about what that means, in defense of the president. Most of these cases have gone away as they should. That lawfare was a, underhanded way to try to prevent President Trump from being able to be elected. And then since he's been elected, they're just trying to undermine his authority. I don't think that's going to stand. We'll move forward, and we're all going to be supporting the president, supporting his agenda over the next couple of weeks.
Now, to what happened today, you initially decided to pass on the first vote, and at the end of the first vote, you came back in and voted for Johnson. Was that a tactic or a message for him?
Well, look, it was very important for a group of us to make clear that, we're going to expect the agenda that the president ran on to get delivered. Mike Johnson is a friend. He's a friend to all of us. But we weren't satisfied with the way the 218th Congress unfolded. Keith Self expressed that very well. So we were making very clear that there's a block of us that are going to be watching very closely. We need to deliver. We need to actually secure the border. We need to actually pass policies before there's any conversation about future flow or any kind of status. We're going to do our job to secure the border, remove illegal aliens from this country. We're going to stop spending money we don't have. We're going to deliver on what the president ran on, and that's what matters. And so on the vote on the floor, we were being very clear that there's a block of us that are going to demand that on the policy changes. The president of the United States backed the speaker, so we backed the speaker in this election, but we're going to be watching every single vote. And we've got to make sure that we get what we set out to do and that we do what we said we would do when we ran for election this last year.
Congressman, you had said on X that there were more than 3 people who initially have reservations who voted or who didn't vote against Johnson. What are the reservations then?
Well, the reservations are we spent close to $3 trillion last year with more Democrat votes than Republican votes. We had multiple bills that were passed with a majority, lacking a majority of Republican votes. We saw what unfolded with a promise to say that we would secure the border of the United States before we funded Ukraine. Those were all failures. But that's looking in the rearview mirror. Today's a new day. It's 2025. The president asked us to get behind Mike Johnson. We did. It is now Mike Johnson's house to deliver. It is now Mike Johnson's job to deliver on the president's agenda. We will back him as long as we're delivering on that agenda. And so that is what we need to do right now, is come together to do that. We've got to stop spending money we don't have and racking up deficits. We've got to secure the border. We've got to get rid of the bureaucrats. We've got to make our country strong again. There can be no room for doubt here. We've got to have leadership to get that done. And that's why today's vote. That's why there were 9 people who withheld their votes. It sends a message that we're going to be watching that.
Woo. What do y'all think of that? Y'all know Chip got a little dip on his chip, don't he? A little dip on that chip. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Mike Johnson, Mike, we told you. Them Patriots say they don't trust you. But Uncle Trump, the Trump effect, he had to make a couple calls. He had to step in, put his big toes down. And we had to just say, he says, trust, have hope, and believe he's a good man. He's a good man. He's going to do the right thing. But them Patriots saying, I don't know, Mister. I don't know, Uncle, Daddy Trump. I don't know. You said believe, and you said he's a good man. You said give it a little bit of faith, a little bit of hope. All right, okay, we'll do it. But them Patriots saying the swamp is still alive. We don't trust it. Yeah, that's what they saying. Cause they were wanting to walk you out on your lunch break, Mike. Put your Diet Coke down, sir. Put that Diet Coke down. We're gonna walk you out. You come on with us, sir. Yeah, you come. Chop. You come on with us. They almost got you. They almost got you, Mike. They say they want single issue bills. We tired of all of this crap. We're tired. Them Patriots are sick and tired. Especially what just took place a couple days ago, man. People have had enough, man. It's been a disgrace. But kind of love to hear Chip on here talking about the speaker voted what just took place with the New York case for Trump, and that judge that needs to be put his hands behind his back. He needs to be removed. Disbarred, and a full blown investigation, man. It's a disgrace, man. What they've done, witch hunt, complete shams. What do y'all think of this, man? Comment down below, though, y'all. Comment down below. Y'all know I got to come on here and keep it real. That's the best part about this channel and about me. I keep it real, whether you like it or not. I don't mean to talk so much, but I'm fired up, y'all. There's a lot of things that have taken place that we've covered should have never taken place. And it was all set in place for Trump not to be where he's at right now. The biggest political comeback in history.
Congressman, are you concerned that the drama we saw fold out today undermined in some way the ability to get President-elect Donald Trump's agenda fully passed through the House?
Not at all. Speaker Johnson was elected on the first ballot, but we were making very clear that we're going to demand to get the things done that need to get done. And that's what the president wants. We've had lots of conversations with the president. He wants us to deliver. He's had some very specific conversations with us and with the speaker. And I know those were going on the floor with those who initially voted no. But we've got a long ways to go. We've had too many failures in the past. The American people didn't vote for more of the same. So again, this is now Speaker Johnson's House of Representatives to deliver for the president. So we're going to expect delivery of all of the things the American people sent us here to do.
Do you think that all of the tax cuts, for instance, that the president-elect would like to see, in addition to extending the tax cut, but also talking about no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, no tax on Social Security, can all of that get passed along with border security? I know your district is in Texas, so can it all get passed?
If the speaker does his job, I think we can get that done for the president, more importantly for the country. But importantly, when you're talking about tax policy, we need all of that to be not just deficit neutral, but reducing deficits. And not with made up growth rates, but with very specific recognition that whatever we do with tax policy must have strong offsetting cuts. And we need to undo the damage of the Biden administration, repeal the so-called Inflation Reduction Act with all the climate subsidies, repeal the student loan fiasco, repeal all of the expansion of food stamps, do all of the stuff the American people sent us here to do. We could save a couple of $1 trillion out of the gate if we reverse Biden's damaging policies, secure the border, and then we can get busy in reconciliation, getting us to deficit reduction.
So you want to see border go first in the last 30 seconds we have with a one vote, basically majority. Yeah. Can you do that?
Well, we have to. and now it's the job of the Speaker to get it done. I will do everything in my power to support that, but there are going to be some guardrails and some red lines that I'm going to say are necessary to get my support. And we're talking about spending, we talk about the border, those things matter. So we've got to get in a room, we've got to work together, and we've got to deliver. That's what the American people sent us here to do. That's what the president wanted us to do. So we will now work to get it done, and the Speaker has got to deliver.
Representative Chip Roy, it was a excellent day today for you guys. First round, first ballot. Took some drama to get there, but you got there. It'll be interesting to see what happens going forward. Appreciate your time on this. Thank you.
Great to see you all.